Hi, welcome to I've Had Worse. Today I'm reviewing Newcastle Brown because this could be a case of when skunking goes good as opposed to skunking go bad. Normally we don't like skunking. For those of you who don't know what skunking is, it's also called light strike. It's when beers come in clear bottles or green bottles. We have the light interfering with the hop oils, and because hops is very close to the bud that gives you festival cigarettes, you get that skunky aroma. It can sometimes follow through into the flavour. What am I rambling on about? Why is that a good thing? Is because I've reviewed this several times. I reviewed it in the bottle and thought that the flavour was hit and miss and what was going on. I reviewed it in the can, and that was a completely different beer, because a can, if you think about it, is like a mini keg, sealed. And it wasn't until I was drinking Stella Unfiltered that I had an epiphany. The missing thing was skunking. I'd been drinking this as a young man, and I'd been drinking skunked version. I'd become accustomed to the taste, and I'd associated that with Newcastle Brown, and for me it added to the flavour. And when it wasn't there, I thought there was something wrong. Now I still think there's something wrong, really, because it's in a clear bottle. But is this a case of that skunking is adding something that I felt was missing when I tried it? I know I'm rambling. If you're at all interested in playing along, do play along, children. This is the cheapest version I find, $1.75 in Aldi. This is a 4.7, 500ml bottle, because all bottles should be 500ml, ban 330ml. Am I getting on my soapbox again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to open this, try it. We're going to see if this is skunked. If it is, it might be that good old, I might be going back in time to my youth, and we'll see. Now, traditionally, Newcastle Brown comes in it is served in a half pint glass, which they would top up to sort of maintain the head. I'm either going to get loads of head or nothing.
Yeah.
But the only half pint I could lay my hands on is this little sort of Carlsberg half pinter. Let's get on with it. I was going to say, I don't know who owns this now. Is that Carlsberg?
I'm sure someone would tell you.
Who owns this? Please, in the comments. I was going to look at the back of the bottle, but I've opened it now and I'm pouring it. Okay, so...
That's quite good for.
Yeah. So this is served cold because it does say here, the star on the label starts to turn blue at about 12 degrees C, and it is blue, although it's probably a little bit colder than that. But when I was a young man, we were drinking it straight out the fridge. Cold. Bars would have these in the fridge, and we drink it cold. I am waffling as ever. Oh, let's get the colour board in. Okay, a lovely chestnut. Yeah, but it's a clear bottle, so you kind of know what colour it is. Okay, on the nose. Not a great deal on the nose. A little bit of bread. Certainly nothing offensive. Certainly not getting any skunking. But what are we tasting? Okay. Cheers, everybody. Subtle malts. A little bit of sweetness, but not too much. There is that element. There's a little bit of skunking there. That's what may have been missing in some of the other bottles. That's certainly what's missing from the can.
So you almost need to buy Newcastle Brown and then make sure that it's exposed to the sun before you drink it, to make sure you get that.
I'm saying that's what I have to do. I'm not saying that's what you have to do. Really interesting experiment.
Because we have had one before, haven't we? And we've gone, oh, this doesn't taste the same.
Yes, and that I'm saying that's because it wasn't skunked.
Yeah.
Whereas this is slightly skunked. It's that taking me back to my youth. Okay, clearly I am rambling on. Have you tried Newcastle Brown? Do you like it? Did it ever come in a brown bottle? I've only ever known it in clear bottles. Did it ever come in a brown bottle? Have you tried it in the bottle? Have you tried it in the can? Do you consider them to be the same product? I normally get a lot of... I'm just looking at the ingredients here.
Do they sell it on tap?
Never had it in tap. It's always in the bottle.
I suppose if you're in Newcastle, they might sell it on tap somewhere.
I don't know. I've only ever known it in a bottle. I mean, it's not the purest of things. It does. The ingredients is water, malted barley, glucose syrup, hops and hops extract. So it's not the cleanest of beers. It's not the.
Well, perhaps it's got the hops extract in to give it that.
Well, they just normally add. Yeah. I don't know why they add. If brews can brew a beer without adding, why? Yeah. Okay. I don't know who owns this. Brewed in Tadcaster. Oh, there we go. Heineken. Heineken own it. I am rambling as ever. Please comment below. I'd really like to know what you think about the state of Newcastle Brown. Was it better back in the day? Has it gone rubbish? And I'd really like to know what you think of can versus bottle. And am I on the money with my flavour notes, or am I completely wide of the mark? I am rambling. Cheers.